Hello, wonderful people. It's your host and CEO, Efua Success, on the program Let's Face It. And today we'll be discussing Africa Wake Up Part 4. But before we start today's discussion, please, I want us to keep praying for Nigeria because of the flood issue going on there, and also for every nations that are being affected by natural disaster. And please, my people, as the world is praying for you, and as we are praying for you and you are praying for yourself, to those whose areas have been marked on red alerts, please, I want you to take this very serious. Plan and take precaution. As you are praying, plan and take precaution. If possible, please look for the closest safe place to take your properties to and make sure that you evacuate that area that have been marked for possible flood in the coming days. To the message of the day, who are we? You know, I often say something that if people who does not know who they are will never understand who they should be. For you to know who you are destined to be, you have to first understand who you are. Because like they always say, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So, understanding who you are will help you to know who you should be. Our minds have been programmed to reject who we are and accept what we are forced to be. To me, we are like a people who owns a raw gold, but detest it and give it away because we feel it's dirty and lack the knowledge to refine it. We spend more money to buy the refined gold because it glitters. It's a parable. My people are still sick today because they are scared of the cure. When people advance in their mind, they will do something different with what they have that will be seen with the physical eyes as development. What we need is the renewal of our mind so our life can transform and will be empowered to make do with what we have. There is nothing new on earth today, but we always seek new way to utilize what has already been here on earth. An important note also, to know how to use what you possess is far better off than knowing what you have. Because if you don't know how to use it, you might likely give it away thinking that it is not useful and return back to the people you give it to when they make use of it and even pay to get it because you desire it. This is one of the challenges we are facing here in this continent. Because we lack the advanced knowledge to develop some of the things we already possess, we give it away and then suffer for it. When the mind is blind, the eyes sees differently. And this will make a people to call those that they are helping their helpers and value the knowledge of their oppressors more than that of their ancestors, by forgetting totally what their ancestors stand for and what they were pursuing to be in the future with all the sacrifices they were paying in the past. If our ancestors were so underdeveloped as painted in the books that you read, I tell you one thing, they will not have such powerful knowledge to build valuable things that are still very valuable after hundreds of years, that even caught the attention of the world, that make them take these things and possess them up to date. If they were so underdeveloped, they will live in bushes and not in houses. They will not have the knowledge of how to shape the basic things that are being needed for mankind. They will not have the knowledge of how the shape of bed, the shape of chairs, the shape of home, the shape of roads, the shape of all these things will be. That we require our advanced knowledge to take it to another stage that people will see as development today. And they will not have the knowledge of weapons and military formation to be able to withstand a developed force with advanced weapons in the past. Their trading was perfect. They were advancing in territories. They were linking roads, building bridges, and also have the knowledge of sailing across seas to establish kingdoms that are being referred to as nations today. Above all, they were unique and they caught the attention of the world. No other continent in the world has ever been so blessed that the whole world is interested in them. No other continent, but only Africa. Our valuable assets that are still valuable to date are those things produced by the knowledge of our ancestors. And this was before we accepted this new knowledge that we are working on. And ever since then, we are only replicating what has already been in existence. This to me helped me to understand that creativity lies in the knowledge that is being passed on to us from our ancestors. Because whatever we study today or whatever we pay to study today was an idea bettered by someone that was adopted by everyone as a very great knowledge to be studied by everyone face by face in form of school. So, if we have advanced the knowledge of our ancestors, today it will be adopted in the world. Now, let's think what was in their head and how were they able to survive then. Advancement brings about development. Because when the people advance in idea, advance in their mind, it brings about new things that are being seen as development. Without advancement, there is no development. Which is why some of the cities or nations we are seen as developed cities today will be like undeveloped cities when humans advanced in the future. Imagine one of the blessed knowledge that is being neglected today. If we have advanced the knowledge of herbs that is so effective in Africa, by now it will be accepted by the world in general. Because the new generation with advanced mind will find a way to develop it and make it unique for everything it stands for. These herbs are so effective that it cures diseases, it heals sickness, it helps to make broken bones, and even it cures snake bites and everything that you can ever call diseases. We overlook all of this and make it our last choice, citing whatever our mind has been programmed to see as the reason for neglecting it, and making those with this knowledge to avoid dedicating all their time towards it, because we trade purpose for profit. Rejecting herbs and herbal doctors because your mind has been programmed to see them as witch doctors, and accepting medical doctors, to me, it's like accepting what you reject at home. Let's learn how to make good use of them all to preserve and protect our own knowledge that is very effective. Though a lot has been revealed to me, I'm very careful in my utterances because there's a puzzle in the mind of the people that they are not ready to solve. To know the entity we assess through programming languages and calculations for desired results that are being assessed through incantations for magical results. Africa, wake up and seek to sacrifice on understanding purpose instead of seeking profits. I strongly believe from what I'm seeing when I look around and not what I read from the book, that every problem in Africa today was invented. It's why it is very difficult to solve most of the times. Let's take a nation that was doing so great but not decaying, for example. When you point a problem to a people progressing and immediately you take out the problem, the nation starts dying. Then to me, you didn't take out the problem. You only take out the solution to create the problem that they are facing today. Africa, wake up. Thank you. God bless you greatly. And remember that my fighting for future is still on the process by God's grace and God willing. Very soon you'll be having access to it. And this book is going to renew minds, transform lives, and empower so many greatly. Thank you. God bless you.